welcome back to my channel. So listen, I realized that we have done the building updates for the creation of the home, the build out of the home, but we never gave you like an official update of the home. So you may have seen the tour on Homeworthy, but you've never seen the tour on the Sassy Jones TV channel, and we're gonna do it in chunks. I'm gonna take you in a little bit deeper, tell you where I got some of the things from, what my most favorite things are in the house, what I do differently about my next build if there was to be a next build, which there will be a next build. Some people think that this is like the forever home, and I'm like, I'm already thinking about the next one. So let's talk, girl, let's get into it. All right, so let's start with the chandelier. All right, so this chandelier was custom. It is 15 feet long and about 5 feet wide. And they had a time putting this up, but it was hilarious and they did such a great job. It is very modern and it is done in a bright white. So all the lights in our home, the exterior light and then this front light is bright white. It was important to us, and I know this is kind of like not the norm or not the popular opinion, but it was really important to us to mix the kinds of lighting in the home. And I only got that from like just growing up in theater and doing plays and dance and stuff like that. It's like there's always a mixture of lights, and each kind of light serves a different purpose. So for the front of the home, because the exterior lights are that 4K bright white, I wanted to match it right at the front of the home. And so all of the windows, there's a lot of windows in the house. And as you can see, ain't no curtains nowhere, right? Ain't no. So this was a very conscious decision. It is a very, of course, modern decision. And there's windows everywhere. So it was a very conscious decision to have very much open lighting and open floor plan. But here's the thing about having a whole bunch of windows in your home. And based on where our house sits in the cul-de-sac, we get all the sun. Like we getting the sun from the front, the back, the east, the west, like we getting it all. So it's very important to tint your windows. Okay, so there is the doors tinted, all of everything is tinted. So from the outside, you cannot see in. It's a mirror tint, but we can see out. And it's not like the old school mirror tint where, you know, it's like you looking directly back at yourself. It's a very soft, subtle, barely there. It's like, why can't I see in that house? But I'm supposed to be able to see in the house. So that's how we kind of got around having all glass. I feel comfortable walking by if I'm in a robe or in some booty shorts or whatever it is, because I know that it is protected. Okay, so I did not get this rug until recently. I kind of built the entryway of the home in phases, all right? So what came first was the wallpaper. Yeah. So this wallpaper, just for a reference, the wall is 25 feet tall. And I thought about some of everything. I was gonna do a marble. I was gonna do a little bit of everything, but I ended up landing on this wallpaper that I love so, so very much. So I'll bring you up close. Y'all, this is from Etsy. Go to Etsy for all of your wallpapers, all of your, you know, things. They have tons of small business owners that just do a whole myriad of things. Y'all don't forget about Etsy. But I loved it because it has all of the colors. So no matter where I wanted to go, what I ended up doing, it would blend. And fun fact, for Christmas, last year when this wallpaper was actually going up, I told my boys that the elf on the shelf did it. So like I hid the elf on the shelf in the Christmas tree, and he had like a whole bunch of pencils like stacked in his arm, and they came home from school. Really, it was like the wallpaper people came in and installed it, but they came home from school. They was like, oh, elf on the shelf did such a great job. I was like, yeah, he's an artist. He's an artist. So yeah, what came next was the buffet table. So this is from Anthropologie. I love Anthropologie's aesthetic because the whole home is giving what I call troho. That is a mixture of tribal and bohemian. And so, girl, when I saw this on Anthropologie, I was like, I got to have it. So it has a marble top and then this beautiful velvet fluted body. And then it has the marble handles there, the door pulls, and then this very kind of retro, the wooden legs. I'm like, that is just the cutest thing. So When I saw it, I had to have it. And there was also a taller buffet table that I bought along with it. So I got that here. I had some people on TaskRabbit install it. So it was pretty easy for them to do. So I want to show you what I keep in here. All right. So pretty much it came in pieces. They had to install the doors. And so they installed this here. It's just like books and stuff, just magazines, nothing too much. I got all my candle storage in here, and then the fireplace light is here as well. But I'm sure over the years we'll end up filling this up because the storage is it's really, really great. So I'm sure it'll turn junky in no time. Then these little leather suitcases, I love these, y'all. I got these from HomeGoods. If you're a HomeGoods regular, you have seen these. You've seen these and also these, girl. That is my latest trunk buy. But I wanted to get every single one that I saw in the store because that's how I shop. I'm like, I know that I will be able to integrate this into my life somehow. It may take some time, but the way that, the HomeGoods is, girl, you may not see it again. So I got it, decided to do one here. I have the other two here. And then just to balance out the color, I did a little bit of, coffee table books, and then a beautiful crystal at the top. Fun fact, they tried to use this 200 years ago to start electricity. But, we have electricity how we do, but, can't knock them for trying. And then this lovely, lovely buffalo horn magnifying glass. So this canvas I actually found at HomeGoods as well. I'm telling you, like, HomeGoods be the girl. Don't front. All right, so this particular situation, this was empty for a very long time until about a week ago. Like I said, I had most of the house done, but things just happen in phases. So I had the Alligator already, and I saw these boxes, right? And so I was like, I'm gonna bring them home. I'll figure it out. I don't have to have it figured out in the store. That's probably my biggest tip for you is do not try to have it all figured out up front. Girl, you will never decorate your house. Like, don't do that. Just if you're energetically attracted to it, just allow and give yourself the permission to bring it home, within reason, within budget or whatnot. And then I promise you will figure it out later, especially if you are a eclectic decorator like myself. So there's a cleanliness in here. There's an openness in here. The mouth of the home via feng shui is very open and inviting. Like you feel great as soon as you walk through the door. That's because it's not cluttered at all and everything is pretty spaced out. Yet and still, you can tell that the people who live here love color and they probably have big personalities, right? And so you get the best of both worlds. So I decided to put the little alligator in his cage, and everyone loves this so far. So I thought it was a really, really great buy. Now, this rug, y'all, this was from Anthropologie as well, and I love this. I get so many compliments when people walk through the home. I did not get this rug until probably 7, 8 months ago. And so for a while when you came through the home, it was just the floor. And this has a really nice tuft to it, if you can see, right? Like it is just beautiful. So you're getting kind of like little Aztec bohemian here, and then you're getting like full on tribal here, but it's a very nice welcoming piece. And when you step onto it, you feel so lifted up, and it's just like, oh, I've never had anyone realize or like recognize verbally the rug when they walk in the home until I had this. And it just forces them to look down because they're like, I feel supported well when I come into the home. And then it forces them to look down. I'm like, oh, I love that. All right, so this little area over here is our little talking nook. So this is where I will have breakfast in the morning. Keon and I will, sit, talk, and have coffee. There are stains all in the chair. I probably need to clean those out, y'all. I don't know what that is. It's not blood because I ain't had a period in 7 years. Child, I don't know. But anywho, These pieces actually came from our older home. And I didn't want to like define the aesthetic of the home by having all of one thing, because if you look over here, it's very eclectic and like you got a little bit of art deco happening here, but this is like full on Victorian energy, right? But how this can work is that it's in its own separate area, and I integrate it by using some of kind of like the old world kind of shapes and fixtures, all right? So it's rounded here. This is officially a balloon chair, but I'm going to throw a tribal pillow in it, and it's definitely going to be accented by a whole on tribal piano bench, right? And so that's how you can mix and match them. Here's the other thing. Like if you don't throw, I'm going to say this with caution, okay? Purge wisely, okay? All of this furniture I have had for years. This mirror I had as a leaner mirror as the entryway into my old home, but it was an investment piece, and I'm like, I'm not throwing it away just because I'm moving into a new house and I'm, want to be jazzy, have all new stuff. Girl, no, everything can work together for the good. This little table right here, I had it in my old, front room, and I just, even on the move, it actually cracked right there. But I decided to put, books over it and make it work. So everything is incredibly useful. So don't throw nothing out. Okay, so next up, we're gonna really dive deep into the living room, because this was a wide open space. I knew that I really wanted to make it conversational. I did not want it to feel like a museum. I did not want it to feel uninviting. I did not want it to feel cold. It needed to feel very welcoming and, like your safety. I wanted to feel like safety. So the first thing to actually do was to make the conversational spaces with the couches. I wanted them to face each other, because we face, like if you put your couches out, you either face the TV or you'll face some inanimate object that typically discourages conversation. Our couches, legit, there are two L's and they face one another. Okay, so this is the first couch, all right? And so you'll see it is a very light color. I don't mind the light colors because of the microfiber material, and it's very easy to clean even with children. And you just got to bring your kids up, right? Like you're not going to be tearing up the stuff, but the kids, they frolic on it. As y'all know, I got twin boys, 9 years old, all boy, right? Taekwondo, almost black belts, like all that. So they be everywhere. So it was really important to me to have a fabric that was pretty easy to clean, but also just to teach them some goddamn home training. Like you're not going to be doing all of that here, right? And so just to be brought up around nice things. I feel it'll serve them in their adulthood. But I wanted to throw some really eclectic pillows on here. So I see these everywhere now, y'all. I got these on sale on overstock.com, Safavea. And these are lovely. I have them everywhere. I use them here. And I also use them, if you can see, I'm gonna take you over here real quick, on the patio of the home as well. So I wanted to be able to have the pillow story and this kind of like this anchor print, this anchor pattern be consistent throughout the entire home because of all of the eclectic energy that's happening. This is almost like a way for me to ground. It's like, oh, I recognize that. They're also upstairs off the balcony. They're a little bit of everywhere. They're in the movie theater. So you'll see them and it's like reminiscent of like, oh, I get the theme of the home. And then these are actual indoor-outdoor pillows. I got these off of Perigold. And these came with the sleeve, and then you had to like put the pillow inside and zip it up. But I love them because if you can tell, they're textured, and this just reminds me of like zebra stripes but in color. All right, and so they have the lovely striping on the edge, and it's not white on white, if you can tell, right? So it's like about blending the neutral. So this is full on closer to white. In real life, it's kind of like a little eggshellish, but this is like definite tan, right? And it could work because there's other things that complement the white, and then there's other things that complement the tan. So don't worry about having it all figured out. Just get it and it will flow. The energy is what makes it flow, right? And so I also wanted to have a pillow of every single color. I wanted it to look like a Marrakesh party, bohemian, Nepal, kind of like, like New Delhi, kind of worldly eclectic energy. And so, yeah. Now the pillows are very comfy, very soft, and they're serving as the backbone to the couch. I threw the pillows that came with the couch away. I'm like, blah. I don't need those. We're going to do these and we're going to line them all up, right? And so we were talking about how the couches are facing one another, and I'll show you, right? And so this couch is the exact same way. And when we're sitting down, there's no other choice but to converse. Now, you'll also note that there is no TV in here at all. Let me tell you why. So this is what we call the being room, not the living room, all right? And it is, I wanted to see how it felt to not have a TV in our main space. And when I tell you, it is pulling out some thought-provoking conversations. It is connecting me and my husband and my children better. There is no technology allowed in this space. And so there are 11 other TVs in this home. But here in the main congregal space, there's not one. So when I'm cooking, what our modality is to replace the TV is music. So we have, I'll show you, a piano speaker right over here. We got this off of Amazon, and it kind of looks like decor. Girl, this thing can replace a DJ. Let me tell you, she pumps out a lot of noise. Like when you're outside, you can hear this thing. Like we play this when we're out back at the pool. Like you can hear it. And then the volume is just, it operates on like this little turnstile thing. And then so we connect it up to the iPad, and that is our backdrop. It's almost like having theme music or a soundtrack to the home. And so music is always playing in the home. When we get home, it's the first thing that I turn on, or it's the first thing that the kids turn on. And so it's just part of our lives. All right, next up, the coffee table. All right, so this is a huge round coffee table, and it is marble on the top, and then you have this lovely sort of like gilded soft gold at the bottom. And we love her. Okay. This is from a Black artist. CB2 has a Black artisan collection. When I got mine, it was on back order. And so I waited patiently for her. But I am loving what she gives. And it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to put on the coffee table, because I wanted to live in the space and have the space explain to me what it needed from me and what I needed from it and how we wanted one another to feel. And so when I saw it, I knew it was it. So she is a bodice. She's got the dress. She's got her big hoop earrings, but it just speaks to femininity. You know, it speaks to Black power. It speaks to beauty. It is, you see all those old school Victorian busts, like George Washington and all of them back in the day. I'm like, no, run me her. And so she's a beauty. She's got some weight too. I found these little links, and these are very heavy. In fact, I think the cleaning lady may have scratched our marble by moving these around. These things are so heavy. And then these are just some books that I have always had, and just decided to stack them up. Love David Yarrow, love just because I love animals. I design off animals, all that. And so just to give her a little bit more height, but, interestingly enough, she's not in the way when you're talking. So she's just good. She's just good. So we love her. Let's talk about these chairs next. So these chairs are full on beaded. This is a collector's item that I got when I was in Nairobi, and I just had them, I bought them on the spot, love to haggle, and then had them shipped here by boat, of course. And when I tell you they're so comfy, like they got a plushness to them too, and I let people sit in them. Like, you can sit in these. And so when my grandmother comes, she particularly loves to sit in these. Keon's mom loves to sit in these as well. And so it's a very inviting piece, right? But it's a treasure to sit in. And I don't want it to feel like anything that you should be super careful with. All right. And because we do want it to be and feel conversational, just having coasters out anywhere, because, We're not the kind of people who's gonna be like, oh, you can't drink in here. No, that's not it. That ain't us. It ain't never been us. It won't ever be us. Everybody can bring their drinks in here. I don't care if it is a white rug in here. And I'll tell you a little bit about this next. But because we operate like that, you just need the things to be able to accommodate that kind of feeling that you want people to have. So we've got coasters right here. And I found these were made in India, but girl, I found these right down to the HomeGoods. Sure did. And they real cute. I think they came in a pack of 3. I ended up buying 2 or 3 packs, and they're spread out throughout the home. All right, next up, let's talk about the rug. So, I'm a bit of a rug snob. I've been known to like send some rugs back or gifts. I'll buy a lot of rugs and then gift them if they don't meet the standard. But I love a good tufted rug, and I love a good heavy rug, right? And so I want to say, is this a 15 by 10? It's one of their larger sizes, and this is also a rug from CB2, and it's called Cornrows. Can you see why? It's also from their Black Artisan collection, and so this has it's gray and also light gray, but naturally it gets lighter in color, right? And so it's not a full-on white, but it's like, it's like a ivory, if you will. And it has the lovely tassels coming off on the side. The one thing about it is that people who do enter this space, we just enter barefoot. That's it. That's it. And I'll show you what we do just to make sure that everybody know. You can come here, come as you are. You can bring your food and whatnot, but your shoes, let me show you where your shoes go. So this is a little shoe bin area kind of off to the corner. And so we have all the slippers in here. I got these from Amazon. They're just packs and packs and packs and packs of slippers. So you can put your shoes in the drop zone area and then just grab you a pack of slippers and then you're good to go. So the mirrors. All right, so this is kind of like the industrial glam to this space, and there's all kinds of influences happening here. So the mirrors were influenced by the St. Regis, if you've ever been in Bal Harbor. So that property, as soon as you walk in, it's like floor to ceiling of all of these mirrors. And I was like, I have got to find someone to give me the same feel, the same energy, the same look, because I'm just loving it. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do on either side of the fireplace, right? And so I'm like, I know we probably ain't gonna do no TV, but this space got to be saying something. The mirrors are the jewelry to this room. It gives it a sparkle. It reflects rainbows all day, and it just adds light. I could never have done anything flat on either side of this. I was like, miss me with the shelving, miss me with all of it. And in fact, we don't even need it. We have plenty of it. And so when you get closer, it's just this lovely beveled art. And so it just does so much for the space. I love it. And it is one of the things I'm very, very proud of in the home. Now, this is, what did they call this? This is like a product that they had at the granite store that we worked with. Shout out to Capital Granite. It's a synthetic product. It's not actually actual stone. It's a synthetic product, and we picked it out, and it was like, it looks very industrial, and you would never know, right? And so that's how we kind of cut in on the budget. It's like, you know what? That looks amazing. It looks great. We're going to have seams anyway. You can barely see the seams, but if we're going to have seams, why don't we get a synthetic product that is printed in a continual way so that, it's not all of the mismatching puzzle energy of a natural marble. So we went with this and love it. And then this is a gas fireplace. And so love that. It's about time of the year to actually turn that on now. And the final girl of the living room is this chandelier. So just for perspective, I don't know if you can see, she's huge. She is huge, all right? And so it is chains of gold, very, very thin, fine, delicate golden chain that is draping across this way. And also there's one going that way as well. This piece was custom, and, you know, I decided to start super small. Like the whole thing was going to end like where that smaller went. And I was like, no, come down. I wanted to almost touch their head. Baby, let's jump rope. Let's drape it all the way down. So it's still pretty far up, as you can see, you know, but it is, it's there, and you know it's there. The other thing is when I wake up in the morning and I walk across the alleyway, and we'll do upstairs and the rest of the house on a different video. We'll do this in phases. I love walking across here, and I know I'm going to catch a rainbow, usually on this wall right here, because of the light that the mirrors are reflecting. And this is just so beautiful because when I'm up here, it's eye level. I look directly toward my right, and I can see that piece of art. And so I've been told it feels like a Zanzibar hotel lobby. That you can actually kick back and lay down in, and like that, you know, it's comfy. And yeah, and that's kind of where I was going. That's kind of where I was going. I'm going to give you one bonus before we do the next part of the house in the next video, but I'm going to give you the downstairs bath. Come on. Okay, so this is the downstairs half bath. All right, and what I want you to get into first is, girl, this wallpaper. Honey, 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 hun, 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 hun. Honey, hun, hun, hun. Yes, dear, and it is actual, it's flecked. It's flecked. It's not printed. It is, that gold is flecked on there by hand. And so there is this beautiful company, Vivian Fern, who makes the most adorable, luxurious wallpapers. If you want your golden to be flecked on, you can do it yourself. She will send it to you and you can do it yourself, or you can pay a little extra and have it already done on the wallpaper. It's still another layer of texture, but if you are a DIYer, girl, go for it. Go for it. So I loved it because it is giving neutral. It is giving, you know, natural, but honey, it's full on glam. All right, so this light fixture in the bathroom actually doubles as a fan, which is very, very helpful in the bathroom, as we know. This mirror we actually got from Amazon. So it's a little bit of, you know, we mix all things. Amazon mirror, and then it has just a little tap light here. And these mirrors we have in every single bathroom in this house. Now, this came from Perigold. So it is a marble top, and it has a mirrored base to it. And so in here, I don't know if we have anything. I usually keep like extra rolls of toilet paper in here, child. I'm slipping because I'm not, oh, there we go. All right, so I'll keep some things like that in here. Oh, girl, fun fact. Let me tell you about this cheap, honey, my husband is just so, girl, okay. Side story. The house is 12,000 square feet. Girl, he's still about 50 cent toilet paper. Help me and pray for me. Listen, and prefers it. Prefers it. Okay? Goes to Walgreens. I think this stuff is like 10 for $5. Stacks the house up with it. I'm like, can we please get some Charmin? Can we please get some Angel Sauce? You know it's better stuff out here. And I'll ease the Angel Sauce on into the house. Girl, he will take it off the roll and proceed to replace it with this, with the big roll. Pray. You know, just stuff, it's a bondage. It's just, you know, So let's see. So the hand soap is Nest. I do prefer Nest to be the brand of hand soap that I use in all of the bathrooms. This is almost gone, so we'll be re-upping. This is a diffuser for my good friend, Nicole Brown. She owns a company called Izzy and Live. And so this is a very lovely smelling grapefruit scent as well. I have it on a marble slab that I found at HomeGoods. So don't be afraid to like create some dimension, you know, just with the things. There's no reason that this has to sit on the countertop. Just raise it up, girl, raise it up. Now, this did not come like this. All right. So this counter and this whole vanity came with pretty much a basic faucet. And I was like, no, we don't do basic around here. So I love the twisted, fluted faucet. And I also love the handles. So we opted for that. And I do love how the paper towels, you know, I just love how they feel. Because using, you know, you could use that over there, but I just really love the cleanliness of being able to have the individual towels that you throw away. And the whole system I got off Amazon, like these, and then also the little holder tray. Now the toilet paper holder, this came from I think we got this from Lowe's, and we like these because they hold the cell phone at the top. Everybody know that you pretty much using the bathroom and being on your phone at the same time when you in here for a long time. There's that cheap toilet paper. Yep. Gonna talk to Keon about that. And so these are really cool. And then the toilet is a Toto toilet. But we love getting to it. So that is just a little bit of part one of the downstairs living room entryway area of the home. You know, we'll keep this going. We'll do this segment by segment, okay? So hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about where I got anything at all, something that I skipped over or missed, be sure to put a question or a comment right down below and it will be answered. Trust and be sure. I had so much fun with you today. We're gonna keep talking about Keon and his cheap ass and all of the fun things of the home on this channel. So I will see you guys next week. Okay, make sure that you have your notifications turned on so you do not miss a thing. Bye.